Hey, what's up, guys? This is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Good to see every one of you here, all right? So if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments so that I know that everything is all well and good, all right? Today is the 14th of May, 2021, and the time now is about 11:30 p.m. And it's another episode of Late Night Market Talk with Alex, all right? So hello, Danny. Hello, JJ. Hello, Gary. Hello, Gerald. Hello, Christopher. Hello, Huat Ha. Hello, Yap Ming. Hello, Vico. All right. Hello, Eileen. Good to see every one of you here. Hello, Asia Link. Asia Link, is this the first time you're on my Facebook Live? All right. So, hello, Teddy. Good to see every one of you here. Hello, Lex. Okay, so today is Friday. I hope you guys just you have a good evening tonight. And by the way, so if you are a Singaporean, I'm sure that you know what's happening today already. So right now, by Sunday, so Singapore will be unofficially in a CB now, all right, in a CB now. So there'll be no dining in all your favorite restaurants, hawkers, and cafe. Can't eat there, and you can't gather with more than 2 person. So it's kind of back to the that kind of last year CB period again. Of course, the government is not going to say that it is a CB now, but I think that subsequently there might be more and more big places that'll be restricted. For example, I don't know, bubble tea, barber, these kind of places, if not controlled well, they might shut it down again. All right, so if you really want to go cut your hair, please go and cut your hair right now, okay? Let me take a look at the comment. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Jack J. Hello, Maudrine. Hello, Shanli. Hello, Nelson. Hello, Han Hock. Ying Hui, May, Ethan. All right, so, yeah. Oh, by the way, right, I'm not sure, I'm sure some of you have some pet peeve, right? One of the pet peeve that I have regarding people wearing masks is this, is this. All right. So I've seen a lot of people who wear masks with their nose sticking out. This is one of my pet peeve. I really don't like people who wear masks, wear with their nose sticking out. So 有穿等于没有穿这样, you get what I mean. So if you want to wear properly, then just wear don't wear with your nose sticking out. So it is not helping me, it's not helping you, and there's a chance that you get infected as well, you see. So for those who just joined me, 105 people right now, I mention again, this is my pet peeve. I don't like people who wear masks with their nose sticking outside. How many of you actually also hate that, all right? Please type yes in the comments. The reason I say that is because I have a 3-year-old girl. So sometimes I bring her out for some go out for fun, leisure outing, and it's kind of like, I don't know whether that person, whether he cough or sneeze, you will affect my baby girl or not. So yeah, so this is, I really hate it. So the government should actually fine people who actually wear masks with their nose sticking out. I really hate that. Okay. So anyway, end of my rant. Okay, so yeah, all right. So Don say Yep Ming, you say Heidi also yes, Florence. Okay, so quite a number of you yes, you can relate to that. Okay, so yeah, all right. So let's kick started right now. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Okay, so zoom in. All right, so my agenda, yes. So I want to put my disclaimer first. So whatever I say today is just for educational purpose. It's not a recommendation for me to tell you what to buy or sell. All right, Alex is always wrong. Treat me as a clown. Okay, don't copy me. All right, just think as a entertainment tonight. Okay, so let's check the market first. So I will still go through the broad market update, what's happening in the market right now today. All right, of course, the main topic is why I sold my BTC, Bitcoin, and also talk about Bitcoin versus Ethereum. All right. So, yep, I will just kickstart the event right now. Okay, so let's kickstart let's check the market right now. Okay, let's check the market right now. The market for today is, let me see, the S&P, Nasdaq is up about 1.9%, all right? S&P is up 1.25% and the Dow is up 0.78%. So the market is very, very, very bullish today. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised also. All right, so let me take a look at the FinViz. Okay, FinViz over here, zoom in. All right, so for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, all right, I'll post the link in the comments, FinViz, if you don't know. All right, by the way, if this is the first time you are joining me, please give me a like, share, or comments. This is just to let Facebook know that you want to see more of my content or MarketWise Asia content in the future. Because if you don't engage with me, Facebook will show lesser and lesser of my feed in the future. Okay, so give me a like. All right, at least give me a like. Okay, like is free. All right, please give me the like freely. Okay. So yeah, and of course, if you haven't liked MarketWise Asia page, please like my page, MarketWise Asia Facebook page, because in the future, if I Facebook Live, Facebook will notify you, obviously, right? Okay. So yeah, let's go into that. This FinViz over here, at one glance, I should know that market mostly is all green. Almost every, in fact, every sector is green. All is green right now. Okay, so let's go to the group. Go to the group right now. I'll try to keep today's Facebook session a bit shorter, okay? All right, so energy is the number one. Tech, com service, consumer, cyclical, finance, right? Basically, everything is up today. Let's take a look at the industry. Interesting also, departmental store, gambling, electronic gaming, all right, oil and gas, drilling, education and training services, uranium, something which I've always mentioned, uranium, oil and gas is also up in the list as well. Airlines is also in the list as well, okay? So this FinViz is free. And I also have a watch list over here. This is the ETF industry. Let's take a look. These are the core ETF that I am tracking. All right, so Block, BLOK, the blockchain ETF, up 6.31%. I try to zoom in. Okay, you should be able to see up 6.31%. The next one is XOP, oil and gas exploration, 4.63%. The rest, like the ARK ETF, like ARKW, basically everything is rebounding now. Okay, so all the tech one is kind of rebounding today. All right, so it is kind of rebounding. So again, okay, I know some of you are very seasoned with me already, so you should have know about this ETF list already. So this ETF list, I have about 200 of them over here. You track the core ETF so that at least you have a rough understanding of what is moving today and what is not moving today. So this ETF is free, or the industry, indices, countries, commodity, currencies. So it is pretty comprehensive. I think about 80% it is there. So at one glance, you can import the ETF list into your watch list. Personally, of course, I'm using Market In Out. You can put it into your broker, for example, TD Ameritrade, for example, I'm using also, or you can go to what else? Other brokers, okay, or even TradingView, you can import. But TradingView, the import is a bit more legit, a bit more troublesome. But you can, nevertheless, you can still do it. For example, like my watch list, I put the industry. Right, not all, but overall you can sort it out, the percentage change, so you know that today Block XOP is number one today. So this ETF list over here, please key in your name and email address, and you'll get access to this list. Okay, so I'll post the link in the comments. You will be able to get access to this link. Okay, you should see the link in the comments already. All right, so yeah, so the market is extremely bullish today. So let's take a look at the, let's go through the, let's go through my watch list. That is the Nasdaq. All right, oops, no, Nasdaq is here. All right, okay, so move this. All right, so today is extremely bullish. Okay, so as I mentioned in my previous Facebook Live, I mentioned that the market breadth is actually quite high for both the Dow and the S&P 500. Whereas for the Nasdaq, the market breadth is actually not that high. It's quite okay. I think about 50% is already only 50% of the stocks in Nasdaq 100 is above the 50-day moving average. All right, so it is this market breadth indicator over here. Basically, the market breadth, if you didn't follow my Facebook Live I think on Wednesday, it may basically tell you the health of the whole market, because the index of you're looking at the blue chip, only quite a concentrated is affecting the index prices. Okay, so I want to take the whole market health of the whole market. Okay, so let me take a look at the Nasdaq 100, the market breadth. Okay, so let me try to zoom in again. Market breadth above 50 days moving average over here. Okay, so just for the past 2 years. All right, chart it. All right. Okay, so you can see that right now the Nasdaq is at pretty near at the low already. Okay, not at the lowest yet. All right, so can you see over here when it is at a low? All right, it is at a low, it tends to rebound up. At a low, it tends to rebound up also. All right, so I try to remove this chart over here. All right, so basically you can see right now the number is showing about 35%, 35% of all the Nasdaq 100 stock is above the 50-day moving average, only 35%. So if can reach down to this level over here, all right, about 20%, I think we can take a look at the Nasdaq stocks again, because if you have been following the market, you should know that recently all the tech stocks has been selling down. Okay, and quite a number of them have been down 30, 40, 50%, that kind of. So whenever people are not interested in those stocks or almost giving up, then we can go in and take a look again. Right now, tech is not the sexy stock now. Okay, yep. Whereas for the S&P 500, right, some percentage of stock above 50 days moving average. All right, we are dropping. Okay, so I would say about 25% are undergoing a good correction only. So right now, only about 60% above the 50-day moving average. So it is still not at the lowest yet. So if you're telling me whether today is a dead cat bounce or anything, to be really honest, I cannot really tell you. But based on my personal preference, I still feel that the market is a bit high, at least for the S&P and the Dow. So I'll prefer, for example, the S&P to correct a bit further. Okay, so right now, you can see price actually hit the central pivot range, all right, and try to do a rebound. And if you are a Beanie Ong student, one of the speakers at the recent Market Insights Virtual Summit, this is the wash and rinse that she mentioned also, a wash bar over here, all right, and then today is a rinse bar. So this is a bullish kind of a price action. It's a bullish price action. All right, so for the Dow, also a wash and rinse today. This is the wash bar over here, and then today is the rinse bar. All right, so today isn't over yet, but if the market is telling me that it is heading higher, all right, then of course I'm no sure I have to follow the price action. Because okay, I mentioned a lot of times already, on a year, as in on a higher time frame, right, the market is still on a uptrend. Okay, above the cloud, above the CPR. But as I mentioned also a lot of times, I don't like this kind of extended move. It is kind of overbought already. So I would prefer a correction more, or even S&P more. All right. Okay, looking more correction. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is still a bull market. If you really want to short, right, you have to be careful. I haven't really can't really shorted the market right now, because the market overall is still in a uptrend. So the recent 2 days could be just just a kind of knee-jerk reaction. So yeah, I'm still watching the market. So be very careful. To me personally, just my view, I could be wrong. I still don't really like this market. I still feel that it could be a dead cat bounce, but nevertheless, all right. If I see some industry that I want to look at, for example, I'm quite interested to look into the health industry, or XLV. XLV is the healthcare sector. Sorry, healthcare sector. All right, XLV. All right, I'm looking at the XLV. I'll share more about that later. XLV. So I'm looking at XLV. Okay, so basically in my ETF chart, I also have this XLV over here. Is it here? Industry over here? Yes, right. One of the main 11 sector over here. All right, in the US market right now. Okay, so all right, so I think the main topic today is for the Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin. Why do I sell Bitcoin? Okay, so just a quick show of hand here, right? How many of you actually own Bitcoin now? Still holding Bitcoin? Still holding Bitcoin? Please type BTC in the comment. How many of you actually is holding Bitcoin now? Type BTC in the comment. Wow, take a break. Hello, Kevin Han. Good to see you. Yep, long time no see. Only a few. How have you guys been feeling about the crypto market recently? Oh, by the way, also just a disclaimer, I am not a expert in cryptocurrencies. I'm mainly just, trading or investing in it. Okay, if you're talking about expert, right, then a good friend of mine, Chris Long, is the expert. He has also been he spoke at the past Market Insights Virtual Summit. Okay, so if you know Colin Sell, you know that he has been hanging out with Colin quite a number of times recently. So, like buddies like that. So, yep, they are very into crypto. So, they are the expert. Even Colin is even, better than me. So, I'm not the expert in cryptocurrency. So, don't treat me as a expert. I'm not that really high. So, just treat me as entertainment now. Okay, I'm just sharing with you what I do. Okay, so only a few are holding BTC. All right, only a few. Okay, so the rest of you, for those who bought the Bitcoin, right? When do you buy this Bitcoin? Is it only this year, or is it like 2019 or 2018? All right, if you bought it in this year only, type 2020. If you bought it, in 2019, type 2019 or 2018, or you have been HODL since 2017, since the winter time, right? You can also let me know. So at least I have a feel what is the crowd doing. All right, so right now we have about 183 people in the room right now. Thank you for joining this Facebook Live. All right, today I'll be sharing about why I sold my Bitcoin. So if you haven't liked MarketWise Asia Facebook page, right, please like our Facebook page so that next time Facebook will notify you when we go live. And of course, please give me a like, share, or comment. Like is free now, so just give me a like, because if you any point in time, if you think that my content is of value to me, please give me a like so that to let Facebook know that you enjoy my content and want to see more of me in the future. All right, so let me take a look at comment. 2020, some are 2021. Oh, quite a few are 2020. So I suppose you guys are bought at pretty low already, 2020. Okay, so as I mentioned for BTC, right, I bought at $9,000. Okay. I bought in, make a guess, when did I buy BTC? Make a guess. 9K, you should know roughly there isn't a lot of in time. It is 9K okay? It is 9K all right? So, okay, I didn't put a lot, just a few thousands into BTC, right? Just a few thousands. It's not a lot. I didn't stack more. Basically, at that point in time, I just buy and forget. I buy and forget. All right. So, for me, I bought it in, remember, for those who remember, right, for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, this was the peak, right? This was the peak at about 20K, right? Before 2018, the 2017 kind of parabolic move, the rally, and then there's a crash, So my entry is pretty standard. I am following my own rule. Okay. All right. So basically, at this point in time, I think in 2018, I forget already. I think it's May 2018. So I bought here, somewhere around here. All right. So price broke above the cloud. All right. Thinking that it is on a uptrend now, based on the daily time frame. Okay. But I was aware on a weekly time frame, on a longer term time frame. Okay. Weekly time frame, it is still a bear market. It is still a bear market. Okay, so I'm trying to zoom in back again. All right, 2018. All right, 2018 is somewhere around here, right? Right, 9,000. Nope. Where is it? Somewhere around here. I think somewhere around here. Yeah, I'm still aware lah. So this is still a downtrend. So basically, my idea is that just buy lah. If really keep going down, I just hold it. It doesn't matter to me because it's not a lot of money. So I just hold it. And sometimes the kind of best investment long-term holding is that once you bought it and you don't look at it anymore. don't keep every day look at it. Okay. So ever since the 2018, so I just ride all the way. So I endured through this period 2019 where price just ping pong up and down this gyration, simply because I simply don't care. So essentially, you can tell me that I have no feeling at all. You can call me, my few thousands become zero, I'm okay also lah. Few thousand go up a bit to 20K, I'm also okay also lah. So it's like I do have that kind of emotion attached to the market, especially Bitcoin. So to me, I just put it there, 放在那边，有就有，没有就算那种啦。Okay, so I put it there. So subsequently, it's only 2021 this year that price started to move parabolic. So yeah, all right. So I've been riding all the way, and the reason why I decided to close my long position, all right. Do you know why or not? Do you know why? All right, for those who have been following my Facebook Live, I think you should roughly know why did I just decide to take profit from my Bitcoin. Can any of you just do me a favor and answer if you know what I'm looking at, or at least if you have been following through all my Facebook Live, you should know the answer, right? So why did I decided to close my profits and take some profit off the table? All right. May said it. All right, it is below the cloud. Yes, that's right. All right, only one person. Or Ying Hui also said. Keith also said. Florence also said. Florence, you said keep warm. Break support. Okay. Basically is because it broke below the cloud. Okay, it broke below the cloud. So it is on a downtrend, at least on the daily time frame. So don't be mistaken. On a weekly time frame, all right, on the weekly time frame, it is still on a uptrend. Okay, oops. So on a weekly time frame, Bitcoin, it is still on a uptrend. Okay, above the cloud, above the yearly pivot, above whatever central pivot range. Okay, it is still above the cloud. But what I feel is that, feel is a very subjective thing. Right? It has been quite a good ride, basically, and the move has been quite parabolic. So essentially, this. So I also initially, when price started to do this, okay, I try to zoom in like that. Okay, when price started to do this, okay, just assume that we are right now in April. When price started to do this, all right, this is a price pattern in what I call a three pushes. All right, 1, 2, 3, like that. 3 pushes, 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, so 3 pushes. Okay, I wouldn't say it is really reliable or what. Okay, so just Google 3 pushes. 3 pushes to a high over here, right? And you can take a look. 3 pushes to a high. All right, often develop as a leading edge of a larger, longer topping formation. All right, so this first push create a new high, blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm not going to explain that. So you just Google 3 pushes to a high. Okay, so at this point in time, in April, I was a bit kind of thinking, it could be a bit, the uptrend could be a bit not steady already. I know it could be end of a trend, could be, but my rule is that above the cloud, above the CPR, so I just continue to hold it, but I'm a bit wary. Okay, so anyway, these trade pushers if you are, if you know TA, by the naked eyes, you should see that this is kind of there's a bearish divergence really. So what do you mean by bearish divergence? So you add another indicator, for example, RSI, stochastic, or MACD, you should see that there's a bearish divergence. For example, price is keep going, price is at a new high, a higher high, and a higher high. All right, but the indicator is going for a lower high already. So for example, you see like Bitcoin over here, I add in an indicator. For example, let's say RSI. No, this is the compare symbol. So it's this. All right, so RSI. Okay, RSI. All right, so you can see that when price keep going for a high, the indicator is going for a low. So this is what we call a bearish divergence. Okay, but I can tell you, bearish divergence is not that soon. Okay, sometimes you will fail. A lot of time can fail also. So to me, it's like 50-50 that kind of. So don't treat it as an edge. Okay, treat it as something you need to be aware of. All right, it is not a signal for you to go short or whatever it is. Okay, so just be wary of that. There's this bearish divergence I'm seeing. So basically, I'm telling that if these trade pushers, if you know TA by naked eye, you should be able to see it. If you can't, with an indicator, you should be able to see it also. But nevertheless, this is not important. Okay, so the important is all right. So when price is at the S1 level, okay, as I mentioned, when on a daily time frame, S1 is normally like the last line of support. So indeed, price rebounded over here, okay, and then this month over here, price actually tried to break above the CPR over here, and then it can't, and then it fell below the cloud. So to me, this is kind of ranging already. All right, so I decided to take profit. Of course, I'm aware that price could do something like this. Okay, I could do something like this, and then boom, higher. So this is why I only sell my Bitcoin holdings only. I still have Ethereum. I repeat, I still have Ethereum. I still have a few altcoins which I didn't sell. So I'm still holding on to Ethereum and also some of the few altcoins. So only BTC, Bitcoin, I'm selling. So in a way, you could say that I am taking partial profits. Okay, in a way, you can say that I'm taking partial profits. So yep, I'm still bullish on overall the crypto, but I want to take profit in Bitcoin. So I feel that Bitcoin is a bit weaker compared to Ethereum right now. All right. So as I repeat again, of course, price could do that ping pong, and then go up again. So this is just my personal view. So don't say that, oh, Alex started to sell Bitcoin, I should sell. So please don't copy me. I could be wrong one. So it depends on your price also. I went in at a pretty low price. Also, I think right now is 500%. I think it's quite decent for me to take TP. So I think it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to ETH already, Ethereum. All right, so comparing ETH to Bitcoin, all right, ETH is definitely the much stronger one. So when price for Bitcoin, when you see Bitcoin has been kind of flattish pattern, right? Ethereum, it continue to head much higher. So for Ethereum, all right, the momentum is still pretty strong. It is still pretty strong. All right. So of course, by the naked eyes, you should be able to see Ethereum is strong now. Okay. If you cannot see, all right, you can just use a comparison. For example, using a BTC, and then you add a add compare symbol at ETH over here. Right. Obviously, you can see that this orange line over here is the Ethereum now, while the BTC is doing a flattish topping formation, the Ethereum continue to head higher. All right. So Richard is saying hold strong, sell weak. That's right. So I decided to sell the weaker one and decided to hold the stronger one. So I'm still holding Ethereum. Okay, so if you still cannot see, okay, I also mentioned in my previous Facebook Live, you could do something like a ratio kind of calculation, all right, ratio, RATIO ratio. So, all right, to help you gauge visually, you know, whether Bitcoin is stronger or Ethereum is stronger. So, for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, I mentioned in my previous Facebook Live, you know, you can use a function like a divide over the Ethereum over here, Ethereum over dollar. Oops, let me see, BTC over ETH, USD. All right, so I'll do a, yeah, this is fine. Okay, so can you see that, you know, over time, we use a weekly time frame. Use a weekly time frame. You could see that, you know, since 2018 to 2020, BTC, Bitcoin is actually the stronger. So if you really want to buy crypto, you should buy Bitcoin. All right. And after 2020, you can see that, you know, the ratio BTC is dropping tremendously really. So which means that the BTC is weaker than Ethereum. All right. So for those who don't really know, basically I'm using BTC, right, over Ethereum, the ratio, okay? All right, of course, if the B keeps going higher, all right, then of course the number will go higher, you get what I mean, right? If the E is constant, all right, of course, if E is weaker, all right, then this is of course E be weaker, okay? So yeah, so this is basically using the ratio method to tell you, to guide you visually, which is a stronger pair to go in right now. So can you see right now, BTC is extremely weak compared to Ethereum. All right. So do you guys understand what I am trying to say? If you guys everything is all good, all right, just type good in the comments, all right, so that I know everything is okay. Okay. So if you understand everything is okay, then type good in the comment. All right. Let me take a break first. Audrey is asking, is it parabolic? You mean the Bitcoin or the Ethereum? Bitcoin or Ethereum? If you're talking about Bitcoin, let me see, what is it? All right. If you're talking about Bitcoin, then if you are looking at a weekly time frame, then to me it's parabolic. Of course, parabolic doesn't mean that, you know, you come down within the next few weeks or so. It can continue to be a bubble and go even much higher. I don't know. So nobody can time the timing accurately. So yes, I do feel that Bitcoin is in a parabolic move. For Ethereum wise, Ethereum, yes, Ethereum. Yeah, it is also pretty parabolic now. Okay, it's also pretty parabolic. All right, so yeah, so this is my view at the moment, and yeah, okay, of course, recently, you know, Elon Musk, Elon Musk, everybody's favorite, you know, treating him like a god. You know, initially he said that he wanted to, you know, accept Bitcoin as a payment, and then suddenly he reversed and said that, you know, Bitcoin is using too much of the energy. All right, hey, come on, all right. You mean he doesn't know all this beforehand? All right, I have only 3 words to say to him. All right, this is KNN. All right, KNN. Okay, KNN to Elon Musk. Okay, KNN to him. Okay, pardon my vulgar language, but to me this. He obviously knows all these things, right? How much energy Bitcoin is burning to generate all these things, right? He tell me he doesn't know. This is bullshit to me. This is bullshit to me. Okay, this is totally bullshit. So he knows. Basically, I think he's just trying to make use of the retail and to sell Bitcoin or buy Bitcoin at a profit. Okay, total bullshit, right? It's a total bullshit to me. Okay. In other words, in my personal opinion, he's trying to generate USD money, USD, all right, from all this cryptocurrency, so that in order he can fund his Mars mission, all right, so that he doesn't need to rely so much on Tesla operational business to fund all his other businesses. So he's making use of all these Twitter tweets, make you buy, make you sell, thinking that you are bullish, and then try to unload to you now. Okay, this is just my personal opinion. All right. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. That's all. That's about it. That's about it. Also, enough of my rant today. Also, okay. Yeah, I know. Some of you are idolize Elon Musk. Okay, I'm not. But nevertheless, I think he's a very good entrepreneur. All right, extremely smart. Okay, and yeah. Okay. So that is enough for the cryptocurrency. Oh, by the way, I'm using Gemini, all right, to do my trades on cryptocurrency. All right, so I'm not recommending them. All right, there are a few other exchanges, for example, Gemini, Binance, tokenized exchange, which is also one of the sponsor during our previous market insights virtual summit. Okay, so I'm not trying to endorse any one of them, but personally, I am using Gemini, and Gemini, the withdrawal is pretty fast. I think yesterday afternoon I sold, and I think within 2-3 hours, right, the funds are inside my DBS bank account really, very fast. So I withdraw the money, is inside my bank account within 2-3 hours. So it's very fast. So I have a referral link over here. Okay, I'm referral link over here. Okay, I'll post it in the comments. So this is up to you lah. Okay. So if you if you are not using Gemini, if you want to use it, okay, you can use my referral link. Both of us, you receive $10 of Bitcoin, right, after you transacted $100. So basically, it's just an additional bonus. $10 isn't much, okay, to be honest, but just a bonus. So if you haven't opened a Gemini account, if you want to open, feel free to go ahead and open using my link. All right. That's about it. All right. So let's get back to the. Okay, let me take a look at the comments first. Any altcoin to recommend? So I personally do want to talk about altcoin because it's really, really kind of speculative. So I have 2 altcoins, that's it. So I'm not so into crypto. So I really is not an expert. Okay, I'll just be frank. I'm not expert. I'll just tell you I'm not expert. Okay, yeah. All right. So Bonnie can buy Doge. All right. I think to me it's like I won't touch it because it is too overly hyped already. So I won't touch it. This is just a personal view. Okay. Gary, then your account to mine takes how long? All right. So you meet up with me okay? Then I transfer some to you. All right. So Doris asking, I'm using tokenized. We have to check how do you know which has a lower rate? If I'm not mistaken, tokenized has a lower rate. If I'm not mistaken, okay. Yeah. Okay. So Gemini, I think the fee is not that cheap. Also, I think it's 1.5%, 1.5% fee commission also. All right. So yes. Okay. By the way, any question on this BTC and Ethereum, which I mentioned, or why do I want to take profit, and how, as in the reason why I take profit? It's very simple. It's very clear cut. Okay, so because it's below the cloud, and I think that enough for Bitcoin, I'm happy to take some profit off the table, but I'm still holding on to Ethereum and a few of the Bitcoin, a few of the altcoins. Okay, so that's about it. And let's get back to the market today. So let's take a look at the market right now again. Okay, so Nasdaq is up 2% already, very, very strong. ES is up 1.3%. All right, so I mentioned that I'm looking at the healthcare sector, XLV. Okay, XLV. All right, so traditionally, based on can say seasonality or cyclical, okay, XLV, the health sector, all right, or the industry is pretty strong in the month of May. Assuming everything is constant, there's no market correction, there's no market crash. Huh? All right, so let's take a look at this chart over here. All right, XLV over here. I post the link in the comments. All right, so you can see here from the 2002 to right now 2021. All right, so you can stretch back to 10 years, at least 10 years lah. Okay, at least 10 years. All right, so you can see 80% of the time, the health sector will close positive, right? Percentage of month in which the sorry about that. Go. Normally, I tend to look at at least 10 years of data lah, all right, if it has a lot of history. Okay, so 80%, all right, 80% of the time in which XLV closed higher in May. Okay, so if you drag to 15 years, all right, also pretty high. Can you see the month over here, like May, July, November? Health is a pretty good sector to enter. All right, if you drag to 20 years, it is also a very good month to enter. So like even for 20 years history, May, it is still a good month to enter to 75%. All right, it is going to close higher in May. In November, it is also a bullish month for the healthcare sector. 79%. So this is the reason why I want to take a look, assuming that the market is not undergoing further correction. So I have to monitor the price action closely. Okay, so for my position that I mentioned previously, I mentioned that GDX, I am still holding on. Gold is strong today. So today gold is up about 1.9%, near 2% also. GDX. The previous I mentioned I entered the lithium. So lithium is one that I got stopped out. Okay, I got stopped out. So Alex 也是一个普通人啊 so I'm not always right, so I will also get stopped out. So yep. All right, so yep, and I went in somewhere around here at the CPR over here, eventually get stopped out. All right, so yes, this is just some of my few position. I didn't really enter too much. If you have been following my Facebook, I've been saying that I'm not stacking more position because I feel the market is a bit too high right now. All right, so there are still a few position, swing position that I'm still holding. I'm not going to disclose them, but generally they are still okay. Haven't hit my stop loss yet. All right, I'm still holding. Okay, so May, now is the middle of the month, still good to enter. Wait for June and September to enter and sell in November. Okay, so let's say for the past 10 year May, see, even for May, 80%, even for June, July, August, it is still pretty strong. So it is about above 50%, 60, 70%, so above 50% or about 40 something percent, it is still okay. Essentially that it is telling us that, the market is still okay. It is half lah, okay? Half lah. So it doesn't mean that you go down after May. So it is, a coin toss, I can go up, can go down. So generally, even after May, June, July, August, September, it is still okay. Can you see the percentage, 67%, 89, 56. So it's still pretty okay. Even for 15 years, all right, it is still okay, right? 50%. So 50% generally meaning that, there's no edge. Price will continue to go up. But essentially, it's telling me that it is not bearish. Unless, it's less than 40%, that kind. Then I will take note already, less than 40%. So 45%, 50%, 55%, 60%, it is still okay to me. All right, so that is my answer to you. Bonnie is asking, your stop loss base, how to set? Normally, all right, depending on the price, for example, lithium, all right, I enter somewhere around here. Okay, so I set my stop loss, all right, about 1 ATR at the swing low there. So eventually it will stop out, so no choice. Okay, so there are a few methods you can put below the swing low, which very easily will get stop out, or you can put some average true range kind of stop. ATR meaning the volatility. Basically, if you don't know what's ATR, I can do a Google search. Basically, I set one ATR somewhere around here. I got lost about already. All right. Okay, so any questions so far? All right, so before I call it a day, all right, by the way, if you guys have any kind of topics or anything you want me to share a little bit, right? Or you can tell me, all right? So I want to, sometimes, every time I Facebook Live, I have to think of ideas what to talk, or else every day talk about market, the same thing, same old things will be a bit sian, all right? So what else do you want me to talk in the future, right? Let me know, then I can share with you guys in the future Facebook Live also. All right. Okay. How do I use volume? All right, James, that's a good question. Maybe I can use that to talk about in my future Facebook Live. Eileen, can you look at the top holdings for XLV? Okay, sure. So go to etf.com/XLV. XLV over here. I try to zoom in over here. Okay, so go to the top 10 holdings, top 10 holdings over here. All right. So J&J, all right, United Health, Pfizer, Abbott, AbbVie, Merck & Co., Thermo Fisher, Medtronic, Danaher Corporation, Eli Lilly. All right, these are the few standard kind of healthcare pharmaceutical company. Okay, so I will just post the link in the comments. Actually, it is pretty simple. So just go to etf.com/XLV. All right. Semiconductor, TSM. Okay, let's take a look. All right, TSM. Okay, before I go into TSM or this, let's take a look at the ETF, XOXX. All right, this is the semiconductor ETF. Okay, generally XOXX, the whole ETF, all right, is in a downtrend to me now. Okay, all right, in a downtrend. Okay, not exactly extremely bearish, but you need to understand based on the daily time frame, price is below the CPR, central pivot range, and below the cloud. All right, so it is a downtrend, but on a longer term perspective, on a weekly time frame, right, the semicon, it is still clearly on an uptrend, just that you need to endure this consolidation. All right, so when you end, I don't know. All right, so I'll use the price action to help me to gauge. So I'll be more interested at least when price is above the cloud, then I'll be more inclined to take a look. So right now price is still below the cloud. So if you go to TSN, all right, TSN, all right, so okay, so right, recently there have been news saying that there's a chip shortage and everything now, so everybody is not getting enough all the chips, so there might be a shortage, price might increase and all this such. All right, so by the time news is out, some people might chase, oh, semicon is bullish, the chips are in extreme demand, so you should go and buy semicon. But this is not the case, right? This is not a case, right? Price actually fall further. Okay, so yeah, always, to me, is always read the price. Always read the price. All right. Initially, of course, when price was above the cloud, you may start to get more bullish, but subsequently, price is below the cloud. So your mode should be more of a bearish mode, still a bearish mode. Okay, below the CPR, below the cloud, so it is on a downtrend. So this is just my view on that. And theme of the year, there's no theme for the year. Basically, just go to etf.com, all right, and take a look at the what are the strong sectors. Okay, if you really want to tell me what is the theme of the year, then it should be the year of value stocks and cyclical stocks. So basically, after the COVID, previously, cyclical, all the value stocks are unloved. Nobody want to buy value stocks. Value investing, people say value investing is dead, right? So nobody want to buy value stock. Nobody want to buy cyclical stocks. Last year, 2020 was all about all the tech stock, growth tech. So it was a good run. So this year was not a good run for the tech. And this year, it's more like theme of the year is more like commodities or the cyclicals, What else? Yeah, basically the cyclicals, the commodities, the cyclicals, and the value stocks. I would say that. So if you want to know what are the sectors, industry are moving, you just go to ETF.com or under the screener database. Okay, you can do a filter or do a search. All right. So under the features, I tend to remove the ETN, leverage, and inverse. Performance, you can put year to date, sort according to year to date. All right, ignore the top few 100%. I think there's some data error. All right, display top 100. So you know the one like natural gas, energy, uranium, small cap. All right, cannabis. So basically a lot of steel, metals, all these the commodity, the energy, the cyclical stocks, and the value stocks, basically momentum and value stocks. So I would say this would be the theme of the year. All right. So Stephen is asking the COVID prospect impact to the market. Okay, I think I also mentioned previously before. So last year, 2020, COVID-19 was a black swan event. Nobody anticipated COVID-19. So the fall was extremely hard. One day can fall 12%, 8%, that kind of. So this year, all right, I don't think COVID will have a much impact on the market anymore. You could have a knee-jerk reaction. Of course, price could have a correction or whatever. Of course, if price do correct, then people will say that, because of COVID and such. So people always find a reason to tell you why the market will correct. All right. But personally, I feel COVID is no longer impact to the market already, because everybody knows already. Everybody knows it's already priced into the market already. Okay. So people knows that there could be a chance for second wave, third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave, whatever. So people can anticipate that the vaccine is not going to work. People can anticipate that India is going to die more people. People can anticipate that the COVID is going to affect more of the US people and whatever. So people can already anticipate already. So whenever people can anticipate, all right, this will no longer be a threat to the market already. This is just a personal opinion. So it could have a knee-jerk reaction, but the impact might not be as much as previously, unless there's another black swan event where we can anticipate at all. So what is that black swan event? I don't know. This is an unknown. Nobody knows. So then that would impact the market. All right, that is just my personal opinion. Okay, so James, is there a big difference between semicon chips and semicon equipment materials? Do you consider them in the same sector but different industry? James, I'll be very honest with you. I don't have much knowledge about the semicon, the foundries or the equipment and materials. So to me, personally, it's all the same to me. But I know of a Facebook friend, all right, who is in the semicon industry. Okay, so maybe I can talk to him, all right, then let you guys know. Okay, but personally, I will just tend to look at the whole ETF at itself and also just look at the price action. So I won't look into the different industry, the foundries, the downstream, upstream, or whatever the equipment. So I'm not an expert in that. Okay. So yeah, I think that's about it for today. Almost 1 hour already. So if you guys think that I'm providing value in this Facebook Live, all right, do give me a like, share, or comment. Liking is free. All right, please don't be so kiamsia. Okay, if you're watching, just give me a like to tell Facebook that you want to see more of me in the future. And if you are new to MarketWise Asia, remember to like our Facebook page, or else you won't be notified of our future MarketWise Asia Facebook Live. And if you haven't joined our Telegram channel, right, do join our Telegram channel, because this is where I always post interesting things in my Telegram chat, okay? And I also tell you when I go into Facebook Live. All right. So please get access to subscribe to our channel. And one last call. If you haven't subscribed to this ETF list over here, it is quite comprehensive. All right. So about 200 plus ETF, you can put it in your watch list so that you know exactly what is moving in the market today. All right. So once you are brought to this page, just fill in your name and email address and confirm your email address, and you receive this ETF list. All right. I will post the link in the comments again. All right. So this is bit.ly/ETF-access www.cryptotrader.com. Okay, so I think that's about it for today. And tomorrow is weekend, and the so-called the unofficial circuit breaker is going to start on Sunday. So I wish you guys stay safe. Wish you guys have a good weekend, and see you guys next week again. All right, so goodbye and see you guys. Good night. Bye bye.